What is up, everybody? It is Wednesday, April 7th at 2 p.m. I'm Scott Malcross, known as the Wolf of All Streets, and I am in a world of hurt. I've had a migraine that I got yesterday for 2 days. I used to get them all the time as kids. I used to carry around the little thing. I had to get my shot in the leg, but it's been quite a long while, but I've been crushed, and I have not really had a chance to rest except for yesterday when I laid in a room for 4 hours in the pitch black listening to an audiobook because I couldn't look at lights. So what I decided to do today, I don't know, turn on some bright lights in front of me and stare at screens. Had a Cointelegraph interview this morning, wrote a newsletter. I got my second vaccine, so I'm looking forward to having a migraine and also being sick from the vaccine. That should be pretty awesome. But I show up. My wife always used to joke that I'm like the most committed person to my friends and my family and things ever. I don't ever miss anything no matter what. Like I have 2 broken legs, 2 broken arms. You're dragging my ass out there and we're going to make it happen. And that's what we're going to do today. You guys requested 900 charts. Dude, I don't want to hear about your vaccine nonsense. You genius. Shame on you for doing science. Not hearing it. Not hearing it. But anyways, yeah, you guys have like 400 charts. If you guys don't know what we are doing here, every single Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I take chart requests from the subscribers to my paid newsletter. So what I do, and I look at them for you, and you guys requested like 60 charts. So we're going to dive into them pretty soon. I feel like it's $15 a month. People get to request a chart every single week. Do you ever see the movie Full Metal Jacket? You guys ever see that movie? It's a classic. There's the scene where they're sitting there and the woman of the night, prostitute, hooker, walks up and says, you know, what do we get for $10? Everything you want. Everything? Everything. That I feel like that's me with my subscribers, except for just $10 to $15. But, you know, inflation from the 1970s when Vietnam War movie was made. Everything you want. That's also the sample for 2 Live Crew's classic Me So Horny. Oh, you're so horny. Me love you a long time. That's from Full Metal Jacket. If y'all don't know that. So something really, really exciting is happening today. I finally have an amazing sponsor, Cosmos Community. You guys definitely know their coin, Atom. And look, I put their little logo up here and I got a thing. There it is. The ticker telling you about them. But what's so amazing about this is that the company is not sponsoring me. Their community cares so much about the project that they decided to raise the capital to go out and spread the word about it and have chosen to sponsor my podcast once a week and also these Wednesday live streams. And they're doing some pretty sick stuff. I definitely can't wait to check out. They have this new product called the Gravity Dex, which is basically, I mean, maybe I shouldn't say the competitor's name. It's like Uniswap, but it has an order book like you would see on a centralized exchange. So you'll be able to trade like you're on an actual centralized exchange on their DEX. It's going to be really, really sick. They're doing so much. So please, you can see it right down there. Look, it's going that way. Check them out. It's dope. It is dope. So guys, 9,000 charts. I'm not taking requests from here. And if I see the word vaccine in the comments when I go over there, I'll probably just mute you because my brain is exploding. Seeing spots like I'm staring at the sun, going pretty good. Oh, well, this is Bitcoin first. I didn't even mean to have that pulled up, but yeah, it's fine. Broke the range. I said in the newsletter this morning, actually, that, wait, am I even sharing my chart? No, see, look, this is where we're at, guys. My brain's working so bad. Didn't even show my screen. Anyways, yeah, Bitcoin. Oh, and if you want to make requests, go sign up for the newsletter. Links in the description. See, it broke this tight range finally down, but it is holding the 200 MA and there's a lot of demand here. These are nice long candles and it tapped into demand. But what I did say is if you're a scalper, you short the retest here. So there was a short opportunity at 57,000 and you know, you could have closed it down here, $56,000, but I'm still not really concerned here, honestly. Maybe this will bear flag, come down a bit more. I have no idea, but for now it's holding here and looks like there's some decent demand. Bye-bye Bitcoin. All right, let's dive in. Flashing lights. That's what I see. Flashing lights. Okay, well, last time we looked at it, I said we'd probably test this area down here because of this cluster. And that's exactly what happened. Since then, we were here at that time. We can pull this range, and it seems like this is sort of a deviation back in the range up to the EQ, got kind of rejected. We're back at the range. So actually there's a decent potential for an entry here if you're bullish on this, because maybe you head to the top of the range if it holds. And if it goes, down lower here, you could stop out. I would not want anything to do with this below here, because then you're coming down to this area if you break through here. So if you want to be like, take a small position, put your stops maybe down here and break the whole thing. In a tight position, your stops would be here. You're theoretically targeting here, but hey, this is tenuous, right? I mean, this is a drop. This is a little bear flag right here. So you might see a drop. This is very, very much on support, but could be breaking it. But good risk reward for buying support in general. Oh, I have to mention there were 3 charts that I could not find. BSUG, BSUG, MIST, which is Alchemist. I couldn't find that, not on TradingView. And LPX, I think, is a coin, but I have like some Louisiana Purchase, Malcolm X, I don't know, some shit, which I did pull up just in case that's it. So AAVE, I would say risky, but this is right here at these range lows after this deviation, which did tap that area. Wouldn't want to be going much deeper than here. All right. I'm going to try to blast through these. That's definitely not the right ADA chart. You never learn. What do we get for $15? Everything you want. Everything? Everything. It's fine. Nothing's changed. I did a whole video on this yesterday. It did break this technically, and it is retesting, so that could actually be fine. Maybe I want to get above this, but I would say that, large cap dinosaur coins have been moving here, so that's fine. Yesterday was a good day for them, but this one already did its thing. Like, I'd rather be in Litecoin, which was bottomed, than ADA, which already pumped, personally, if I was choosing a dinosaur. But this does have strong head and shoulders vibes. So if it breaks this line, I would not want much to do with it and closes below. So I would be careful. It looks fine, but I don't see a reason to jump into it right here. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, capital M, mu, nu, xi, omicron, pi, rho, sigma, tau, epsilon, phi, chi, psi, omega. Chug your beer. I was a frat boy. We fancied ourselves to be Greeks. Wore togas, Animal House vibes. Here's your key support. Oh, well, let me extrapolate on that. Oh, man. I think I'm going to miss a live stream because like my brain doesn't work. Fucking nuts. You don't know me. I can be beat, but I cannot be outworked. That ain't happening. Yeah, I think that this is, doing an ascending channel. I don't love, let's even look at it on the daily. Come on, man. Like that. Add that to the days. I mean, I would say it's bear flaggy, but it's kind of gotten too long to be a bear flag from this, in my opinion. This also isn't exact, but when you see a tap like that on the EQ, even though we don't have those 2 touches up, it gives the idea of this channel a lot of credence. Like, look there and here. So look, on the daily, you're holding the 50 MA. That's good. But when you drill into the 4-hour, it looks to be potentially losing the 50 and 200. So you want to be back above those if you're an MA dude. I would say that your macro kind of view, maybe this, I don't know. I don't like that. It would have been here, honestly. And it broke. Just kind of uninspired when it did it. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's fine. It's channeling up. I'd rather be in the top half of this channel, targeting the top of it. And, listen, like, if it loses this, there's nothing here. Like, it should go down here. So you got to be really careful if it loses these areas of support. I would say we have a clear resistance here, which had a bearish SFP on the drop. That's that little wick above. This is your range. If you want to do it as a range, you're in the range right here. Look, check this out. All right. That's even better. I'm going to switch that. No, it's not, because that's the right line. And that's a little more compelling because you just tapped the 50 and the EQ of the range. So you should be going up here if that holds the support. If this breaks, see, I would have said the same thing here. You'd be going to the bottom, but it didn't, right? It faked out. So it's kind of tough. To be honest, I don't have an answer on a lot of these because they're all going to look weird after Bitcoin's move today. But if you're trading this on the daily, you do have a tap of the EQ here, and you have the 50 MA holding as support for now. And it's been under it since here. So it'd be nice to see that hold. 4 hour, yeah, a little less desirable. Like I said, maybe we just pull this here, and you can use this as your support. Like if that breaks, I'm out. Still in the A's, Adam. Here we are. Thank you guys for requesting it. Usually I look at the Atom Bitcoin pair, but here we are on Atom USDT. This is a bull pennant on the USDT pair, clearly. This also seems to be testing the daily 50. I bet we're going to see that on a lot of coins right now. But this, I mean, this looks really good. Because I would say maybe after this drop, we can start the flagpole here. So wherever it breaks out, that's how you know, it could break out here, it could break out here, whatever. If it broke out at this level, you'd be targeting about 41 bucks. So a 2x from here. You could also draw the flagpole down here, by the way, but this is pretty much a straight move up. Yeah, this looks really good. I don't even know about this line. It's eliminated. I would like to see it hold this 50. And remember, guys, I talk about this all the time. Bull pennants often become bull flags. So if this happens, it's still bullish, but you get stopped out, right? So to be clear, if I'm trading one of these, I'm trying to buy the break and a retest. So like, you know, ideally I want it above and then retest it and go up. But sometimes you'll buy it right here on the break. But either way, you end up buying here and then price goes, and then you end up in a bull flag and you're stopped out, right? That's not what you want. So just if this breaks support, be watching for it to form this. Okay. It's happened so many times I've showed you guys, but this is 1, 2, 3. This is a strong support in theory. But I would say there's nothing bad here. I just want to see it break that. AVAX. I mean, well, like everything is interacting with the 50 MA. This is losing. This has lost it though and tested it as resistance. It's not as good. I think you're trading between these. That's it. It's also losing. This is kind of the opposite. What was it, alpha we just looked at, where it was on the top of the 50 and that? This is the opposite. It's on the bottom resistance. So, you know, I'd be very careful on this. Maybe it's rounding out. You could have a double bottom if you break this, right? You would have this and this, but it, yikes. And this is the bottoms, but you have to get above here. So there's no trade until this. And then this would be the measuring by this. So, you know, something like up here. Sorry, I'm doing it quick with these things. But for now, I don't, you know, you got to at least be above the EQ and that I'm not even an MA trader, but if you are above that 50, it's kind of bad. There's a lot of resistance in one spot and you can see it held it right there. Like that's what's blocking all of this. Okay. AVAX. Bro, I keep trying to save you. Some people don't want to be saved. Be gone. BAT. This was that weekly line I've been talking about many times that I was over BAT when it broke here. It's when I exited some trades I had or stopped out of the rest of the position. I want to be back above that, and it is struggling, but it's working on it. I mean, this looks pretty good versus most things. Nice move. If it comes down, I would think it's coming down to test this area, but it did technically break and retest this massive line as support. Maybe, yeah, right there. This is the weekly. This should be going up. I mean, I don't know. You know, it's hard to, I wouldn't take a huge position. I wouldn't get stopped out anywhere in this area because that's just stupid. But yeah, I mean, technically it should be eventually, if it breaks this, it should be eventually coming back up here. Seems nuts. But I would say the bat looks really good here. Kind of like that. I would draw them here, but like, look at that. Those are two bearish SFPs right before a massive drop. Right. So yeah, sorry, I kind of look at my phone here. I would say it looks pretty good for a long-term position. It's a clean breakout of that. Just kind of hard to determine in the short term. And it looks like it, well, zooming in, this has very much cup and handle potential. So you would wait for the cup to form, consolidate into a little bull flag here and break up. This looks good. But I'm not really worried about bat here at all. Enjoy, have fun staying, I don't know, slightly wealthier than you were before you traded bat. Anything you want. That's everything you want. Everything. Do any of you guys, I'm not even looking at the comments. I don't know why I would ask questions, but any of you guys listen to 2 Live Crew? Because I grew up on that shit, being in the Florida in the 80s and 90s, like listening to rap. That was the tapes that we had to hide from our parents. We were hiding NWA tapes and 2 Live Crew. I actually had a 2 Live Crew t-shirt. The album was As Nasty As They Want to Be. And you might remember this cover if you're from my era, but it was like a bunch of girls in bikinis, but just their butt down from their backs. And the 2 Live Crew dudes were laying between their legs like this, smiling. And I had that t-shirt even until I moved like 3 years ago, but somebody, I'm not naming names, didn't like the shirt very much and it magically disappeared. Apparently it's not appropriate for 40-year-old men to be walking around with bikini butts on their shirt and the 2 Live Crew. It's frowned upon in these establishments, but yes, the shirt magically disappeared from my world. And it's sad because it was a good shirt. Because I'm wearing an Atari shirt today. Also a throwback. BQX, this is Voyager, VGX for most people. Brain pain. Boy, this is really testing support here. So if this really breaks down, maybe you're looking at coming down to this area. God, I would buy it heavy. I love this coin. So in this company, so maybe here, but at the end of the day, you want to break this. Whether it breaks it here or here or here or here or here, you want to break this blue line. That's when I would trade it. That's on the Bitcoin pair and that's on the daily. We have the USDT pair here, which is only on HIT BTC. So I don't know, man. But this is a, you know, steady decline here. I would say buy it here if you get it. If you can get it between 277 and 1995. Yeah, it topped out over $7. That was a super sweet moment. I was happy. But didn't last. No big deal. Because that's what coins do. They go up, then they consolidate. Even take that out, you could say that this area would be a really nice buy if it comes back and tests the 50. I'm not worried about this at all. Let's look at it on the daily. It's kind of a weird tight range. You know, you can look at it like this, but you're gonna get it. You're gonna have a channel here, but it's kind of tight to be a bull flag, in my opinion. I don't really know what to even call that, but let's put it here. That's not working, is it? It won't lock in. I don't know. So you get the idea. Something like that. Not exact. Right. So if you break the top, you're feeling pretty good. But at the moment, I don't see a trade on this. This is kind of savage drop off. I will be buying this continually. I like the project. I support the company. They support me. Just not buying it right now. Probably will bounce and go to the moon now that I said that. Chili's baby back ribs. Chili's baby back ribs. Barbecue sauce. Broke support here. I don't know. I don't like it. But I mean, I guess this is more support, right? Let's just move it down. When in doubt, move your support down. Okay, I would say that broke. There's not really much here as far as support if you lose any of these areas, right? So I don't know. It doesn't look great. Doesn't look particularly good right now. But it'll be fine because markets go up with time. It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. Right? These are the areas of interest, I would say, if it continues down. And you got lots of resistance sort of through a lot of areas here. Here-ish, maybe here. Here, I don't know. Call it maybe here. That. I wouldn't want to lose this. I don't see a reason to buy this right now. You know, we have this, but hey, all of a sudden you're below resistance, right? I don't know, man. It's a weak break. This is completely irrelevant at this point. You know, you do have this kind of huge descending wedge if you draw it like this. Taking way too much time on these, you know, but it's kind of breaking down. So I don't know. Chili's. One of the worst restaurants probably ever. Comp. Don't even know why I circle. Oh, that was that 50% that I was talking about. Rejected twice there. Nothing but down. My God, these sell-offs are, these coins are puking against Bitcoin with Bitcoin going down. Never a good time. I don't know on this, be honest. This is these charts, guys. Doing my best. Okay, there you go. It's holding support at this level with a nice long wick down. If it holds that, it should head back up maybe. I don't know, man. Does that support even matter? I don't know. It's a line. I drew it, but a long time ago. These aren't even accurate fibs. What are we doing here? Okay, scratch this all. Pretend I didn't say a thing. See, I would have drawn this, and we would have oh, okay. I like it now. I like it. Looks good. I mean, if these are going to bounce, it's pretty good, guys. If these are going to bounce, that's a really nice confluence. I wonder if we got any MAs in this area. Yes, we do. Okay, I like it. I like comp here. But like if you go any lower than this, I would release. But good risk reward, holding the 50 and the 200 MA on the daily, tapping 2 levels of support in the same place. It's pretty good. I mean, this is the dumbest chart. Crow BTC, crypto.com. I don't know if I've ever seen this savage of a, I mean, there's nothing like literally from these are weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 straight red weeks in a row. Seems bad. That seems bad. But yeah, it's rounding out. It is testing support here. It finally got above it. It's testing support. So you could do worse than above 331, but this is the weekly. Hard to get excited. If you drill in here, once again, 50 MAs are being tested everywhere. The good thing is that most of these coins are testing from the top, not the bottom. We did have something that was testing from the bottom, AVAX or AAVE, something with an A that has exited my mind immediately. So maybe they all hold as support and we see these are great dips to buy on alts. I don't know. But this doesn't excite me. Doesn't excite me. But I would say above 331, this could just be a first retest of this. I mean, this is a key level. So if you're into buying, you know, broke, this is the first retest. Is actually, technically, this is where you want to buy. So I could see you taking this. So you know what? I'm going to put a check there. You have at it. This might be your moment. Like Macklemore. This is your moment. You're meant to do it. Tonight is the night. We'll buy till it's over. And we'll crypto coin up till the crow ain't over. I don't know. Ceiling can't hold us. Crow ain't over. I mean, I am off my game. You can tell. Even my like remixes are poor. Oh, that light. That didn't work at all. You know that I've had like a rough day. I looked at my phone earlier and and by the way, I have like a full-time assistant who's amazing. I have a guy who generally handles my YouTube. I have a guy who helps me a lot with the blog. I have a lot of people. I have like 73 missed emails and like, oh, I'm not kidding. I have probably 90 missed Telegram messages. It's absurd. I don't even like this. This is stupid. I'm never going to catch up. I'm never going to catch up. I work way too much. Let's be real. Just like it. It's fun. This is fun, even with a brain pain. My medulla oblongata is broken. Mama said alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush. Medulla oblongata. Waterboy. Anyone? Great movie. Classic. I have no idea here on CRV USDT. Literally no idea even what to pretend to draw. Here. Medulla oblongata. It's fine. If it holds that, there is, you know. But this again, this kind of like broke range. If this was probably the range bottom, even if that was, I don't know, man. This is kind of dumping. Is Bitcoin dumping? I closed the chart. I don't know. Guys, and I think like this is the only chart that like so many people requested. I don't know. Was there somebody like pushing this really hard on Twitter or something? Didn't get to where you needed it to be in that regard. Look at this daily. I don't know. It's not a good candle. If we were drawing a range, it would be here. Ish. You could even pull it to here if you want to be like super whatever, but that's not really on. That's not really being honest with yourself, but hey, whatever. Still breaking it. I don't know. Nothing here. Maybe if you're trading it on the daily, 256 here at the 50. See how it launched from there? And maybe you're getting some kind of weird little bull flag here, but the top doesn't really line up for that. I don't know. It looks kind of shitty. Kind of shitty and looks like it's getting kind of shittier. Family show. I got nothing on this, guys. That's a big dump. Volume increased, decreasing now, not increasing on the more dump, but we'll see. I don't know. Can't get excited about it. Seems to be kind of, I mean, the real support, I would probably be honestly drawing it here. So this looks worse than that. Yeah, that's the line. This looks like a retest and probably head down, which means it'll probably do this, right? Should make me look stupid. But right now I would say this looks deplorable, as Hillary Clinton would say. Looks deplorable. Dodo. Thought it was a joke when the person asked me for it, and apparently it's a real coin, and that's what somebody actually decided. Like some branding wizard was like, I really want my crypto project to be taken seriously. Dodo. The extinct bird with a stupid name. Yikes. They need to hire me to do their marketing. Tell them not to name it Dodo. And it's also like, let's be honest, 2 O's and we've got Dodo and nobody wants that. And when you look at this, you think of Dodo. Am I right? I think you think of Dodo. Yet again, who knows, man? These charts, trash charts. Nothing happening on Dodo. Okay, here's what's really happening on Dodo. It lost the 50 and the 200 MA here. It's ranging between here. So you're still alive. It had a couple bullish SFPs, right? A couple bullish SFPs here, but failing at the mid-range, getting pushed down. So if you either buy it here or it's dead. Like if it really breaks this range and closes below, you're effectively going to go into all-time low discovery. Not a party that you want to go to. If you had to choose like which party to go to, you don't go to the all-time low discovery party. It doesn't look great. Probably go way up. I don't know. Something like this. If you want a reversal signal, like this is how we caught Litecoin going back up. Something break of that. Cool. Dodo coin. Doge. I've told you guys, leave it alone for fuck's sake. It was exciting for like 2 days. Elon Musk is not going to save you. Nobody cares anymore. Let's look at Doge, Bitcoin. Back to 2014. You buy it here, you buy it here, you buy it here, you buy it here, you buy it all through here. You don't buy it up here. It cycles down. It's not different this time, probably. Maybe it is different this time, but probably not different. I have orders already set for Dogecoin between 15 and 30 sats. And I've done that for 6 months at a time, just waited for it to come down. Catch it. This is where we were buying in the newsletter before Elon Musk talked about it. I said, buy it at 15 sats. Did this. I sold here, I think, like 113. That was my target. Yeah, doubled that. Don't care. Got money. Like Junior Mafia. That's a reference. Get money. Fuck. I can't say any of the words in that song here. But it's Biggie. It's great. Yeah, there's no volume. Look, huge volume on that and completely dying off. I don't see any reason to even consider Doge for now. I would buy it down here. I could be wrong. Maybe it goes back up. It's never done it before. Probably come back down into here, at least into the 60s or 50s, and then pump again, because that's what Doge does. What did David do? David danced. That's what Doge does. This looks good. Finally, EMA is sitting on the 21, which I don't care about, but everybody was talking about, so I added it to my charts. But I'd say this even looks like it's breaking out right now. Probably like that. Little pennant vibe. Fake out below, move up. This looks great. Looks great. If you want to be safe, somebody just texted me a land investment opportunity. This is where we're at. Want to buy something? For all of those who've been following my car saga, we did buy another car because Tesla basically announced that the car we ordered in January might just not come for like 2 more quarters or something. They didn't deliver a single new Tesla S or X apparently in the past, like in the first quarter, because they decided to change the interior, and apparently they made that announcement without actually figuring out how they were going to change the interior in their factories. I love Tesla. I love Elon Musk. I love the idea of it. I love what they did for Bitcoin, but from a customer service and actual like company perspective, steaming hot dumpster fire. Engine looks good. The safest entry would be above that. Okay. We talked about it. Great. So we still have it on order, just in case they ever decide to send it. Well, this is Unfederal Reserve token. eRSDL. eRSDL, whatever it is. I bet there is some epic bearish divergence here if I had to guess. Epic. This is like it could keep going up, but like this is like being in just like a jumpsuit and flying to space, and all of a sudden you just run out of air. That's what this looks like to me. I mean, a steep ascending wedge with mega bearish divergence. I wouldn't touch this here. I buy this either, the target, if that breaks down, is down here-ish. If you lose that, I'd buy it lower. Listen, this could go straight up. I don't know what it is. I don't care, but no, I would not do that here. Bear div there, drop, hidden bullish divergence, massive bear div following. Yeah, you do have, no, sorry. Hard pass. Energy web token. I don't fucking know. Every week, same coins that do nothing. I don't even like that line. It's dumb. Here, this is your honest take. That's your support. If you're, don't even know, man. Cool. Here's your resistance. If it goes down, you're out. If it breaks above, you enter. Easy peasy. FET looks bad. I don't know. Clearly Bitcoin dominance, which I talked about in a video yesterday. I said it was breaking support, but looked like it could bounce and close above. I mean, this is head and shoulders-y, but this isn't closed yet. If it closes below this line, I don't want it to do with it. I think you come down here-ish. I have no idea. I don't know what's going to happen because I don't know. Let's get rid of all these lines. We don't need them. Who needs them? Probably going to regret that. Mistakes were made. Look, big bear div to the top, breakdown. If you zoom in on this, it's going to look like a head and shoulders. It's just kind of going to, I don't know. Regardless, it doesn't look good. And look at that retest from the bottom when you zoom in. It'll fake out and make me look stupid. Listen, if alts do well, these are all going to just bounce and like be fine. But no, I think this is breaking support on pretty strong volume because the day is not done. So I would not mess with this right now. Oh, I don't know. I don't even like that anymore. This tool is called a horizontal ray. You know, it's like a line goes all the way through. It's a horizontal ray. And I always thought that like, if you're going to be a technical analyst, but also a porn star, that would be a really funny nickname. And your name was Ray, would he be even better? Like his name is Horizontal Ray. Is that funny? Fucking hell. I'm not funny. Here, buy it if it breaks that. But again, I mean, if you were going to honestly draw like support here, here you go. So watch and see if that breaks. It should hold here, but I don't know that it's going to come down here, but I would definitely buy it if it comes down to that area. Tough charts today, guys. You're putting me to work. It's kind of an ascending, broadening wedge trash pattern. Nobody cares about that pattern. I don't know, actually. That might be an ascending channel that's breaking down. That looks better. I don't like it. Might be fine. Don't like it. Phlegm. It's actually FLM. I don't know. Look at these bear divs. My God, are these everywhere? This also has potential hidden bullish. Bear divs everywhere. Look at all these lines I drew above that it hasn't broken. Why are those even there? I don't even remember this coin existing. God, that's a mega bear div on an ugly candle. Right into resistance, presumably. Let's call it that. Something like that. I don't know. Don't like it. Could make a hidden bear bullish divergence here. That'll make a higher low. But, you know, overbought eventually should go to oversold. Don't love this. I do not love this. That is one hell of a candle, but the day is not over. But that is bearish engulfing with a huge upwick into resistance with a bear div. Slap yourself if you are eager to buy this right now. It'll probably go right back up. Like I said, these coins tend to like to make you look dumb because charts don't really work that well. Let's be honest. They're really fun. So, but like, it's not like this is science. I'm literally drawing pretty pictures and trying to act like that's going to predict the future. No, just tells you where to put a stop loss. Something like this. This is hideous. It's ugly. Phlegm. I deem you phlegm. Ooh, FTX still looks good. That's sweet. What was this doing? Why won't these freaking channels lock in? Okay, let's ignore that. Let's read. Why? Okay, I'm going to draw a new channel. Because that snake, it will not lock in no matter what I do. Just let's pretend for a minute that this went to exactly here. Right at the channel highs. Sorry, trying to do real estate deals while we're talking, apparently. There. Yes. even more accurately like that. So this is at the top of this. You want to see it bust above, but I mean, anything above here, which was the previous all-time high, is bullish. I mean, how can you not be bullish on FTX? It's fucking Sam. He's the richest man in crypto. The Forbes billionaire came out and he had everybody by like 8 times. And the dude sleeps in his office. Doesn't even care. A lot of these guys, CZ said all of his money's in crypto and he doesn't own anything. He's like, I don't know a house, a car. I don't want anything. This guy's got like $2 billion in crypto. That's the commitment. I would be buying just dumb shit. I'd be doing a lot of charity too, but I would just billions, dumb shit. I mean, this still looks really good, you know. So maybe if you want to be safe, you buy it above this or above this channel and break out. But looks good. How am I only in the Fs? What are we doing here? I don't know. Gert. Guys, these coins, they look so bad, some of them, that I kind of want to buy them. This one again, look, you're right at you had this deviation and you've tested these lows again successfully a bunch of times. If this holds, it should head up. If it breaks down, I don't think this area holds again. So you can buy here, put your stops like here below this. Or actually, that's into demand. I don't know. I would put my stops down here. I would take a smaller position and like clear of this. I would put my stops like down here. It's actually not that low. It's 20% or something. 10, 20%. But you're looking for this. That's your target. If that flips, you're looking for this as your target. If that flips, you're looking for this as your target. More likely, you know, someone's looking to short here and drop down into there, maybe something like that. Doesn't look great. I'm sorry to tell you guys. Alts will be fine if Bitcoin's fine. HBAR bouncing off support. Cool. I think it looks fine above that. If not, you're looking down to here on the daily. Technically, you kind of want to buy it above this, but you're ranging from there to there, which also has resistance there. Just tap the bottom of the range. You've got local resistance clearly right here-ish. But this is a gaping hole. If it loses this, look out below. This is your next demand on the daily. That's HBAR. HNT, as I said before, I think, and I don't even know what you are. Nice big rounding bottom. Doesn't stop to cup and handle, just keeps going. This should be targeting up here, you know, just keep going. Might do one of these. That looks like a guy who's like on a surfboard, paddling out. I don't know, man. This is a pretty good chart. See if there's a bullish, bearish, divergence. Basically managed to do it without bearish divergence too. I think this will cool off, but that's a bullish chart. I would buy this if it comes back down here. You could even buy here if you're really a lot of conviction, you know, something like here. This is not a good candle though. This is a topping candle. So I would be looking for a lower entry, not a higher one. If you want to really be like kind of aggressive with it, I put bids in here, this area, because all of this is upward and then you bounce from here and moon. But there's a nice, huge rounding bottom. It's hard not to like this. Hard to trade it too, because now you're in price discovery, right? This doesn't count, so who knows? That's why you want to catch it lower if you can. Otherwise, it might just leave you behind. See a piece. That's not the hot chart that we signed up for. I don't know, man. This thing just went up a lot. Did exactly the thing. I bet it hit its target. Yeah, I mean, the target was there on a log chart. Phone is blowing up. People don't know. Don't you know I'm live streaming? No respect. Buy in here if it gets down there. Maybe. I bet we've got bearish divergence. Yep. Knew this drop was coming, but now you have a lot. Anything above here, you're going to have hidden bullish divergence. Just hard to know. You want to wait for that elbow up. That's your reversal. I think it'll drop into here potentially. But yeah, of course, bearish divergence. You can tell these tops, but bearish divergence with this weird kind of spinning top 5 up here. You know, listen, if you want to be super safe, you might be waiting a while, but you buy it above that and enjoy price discovery. But look at that move. I sold this a long time ago and I had to get off Binance. That kind of making me a little emotional right now. I'm stuck with HOT for a really long time. I made money, but damn, son. We had a weekly setup on this. I don't even remember where it was. It's a different chart, but it was like, it was all the way at the bottom because it was when this broke. It was here. Traded it there, and then we got a little bit, whatever. And then look at that. FML. Yeah, I buy it here. If that misses, you buy it down here around these candles. My head feels like shit. Heather. Yeah, just retested the top. This is what we were talking about. Happened in the wrong spot, but look at that. Look, you were right. You did it. Doesn't matter where it happens. It happened. Shut it. Lots of tests of that EQ. Beautiful. I like above this range, above the 50. This looks pretty good. This is where you wanted to buy it, though. Now you're kind of in, I don't know, because you got all these resistances that failed. Ultimately, you want to be above this. Or if it drops, bid this area. Hit that 200, catch this before this. That would be a full retrace of that move. So anywhere from here to here, above that 200 is buyable, even if it drops back in that range. That's my feeling. Icon, ICX, you're over here, bro. Wow, I guess it did exactly what I drew God knows how long ago. That's kind of amazing. I mean, I feel smart. I bet this has a bear div. No, did it without the bear div. 3 lashings for me for making assumptions. I have to say some Hail Marys or whatever people who care about that kind of thing do. What do you guys do when you're wrong? Confess the sin of being wrong. Being wrong, not really a thing to concern yourself with in markets. Being wrong over and over again, it's slightly problematic. I don't know. That looks like a big ascending channel kind of thing. Rather be rich than be right. A famous saying by, I don't know, it might be me. Feels famous. You could be wrong like 7 out of 10 times and still make money trading if you have good risk management and proper position size. Let the runners run and only lose a little on those 7 out of 10 losses. Know exactly what you're going to lose on every trade. I would buy this here or above here. Maybe you consider this resistance, but I don't know. No man's land. You can't even really draw a good descending line here. I guess you can on the 4-hour. Break that. You're going back up. Probably happen. God, that broke back into that massive range after all that effort. And here we are back in the range. Trash. Also looks like a head and shoulders. I would not touch this personally. Right. And there's an increase in volume on the breakdown right there. I'm not saying that it will do this, but from a because these never hit their targets, they're shitty patterns. But if you were trading it and you actually care about head and shoulders, this is actually what you're looking at. I hate to say it. Won't probably happen, but that is what you're looking at. Target of $1.50. Might happen. I'm going to leave it there just in case for posterity. So I can brag if it does, even though I said it probably won't. I'm just kidding. I won't do that. I would never do that. Might do that. But you do have a lot of support before then. I like this area in particular. So that might have just front run it. These are tweezer bottoms, so this could be going back up. That is technically a reversal pattern. I would like to see price trading above here. That big candle getting engulfed. There are better looking things than this, though. If you lose this, I'd start thinking about those lower targets. And I guess we're doing the same thing. If that breaks, you're heading back up probably. Cool. Take a picture. I saved it twice. Leave me. Oh my God. I mean, kick token. Someone's trolling me again. Fucking dumbest chart I've ever seen in my whole life. It's so stupid. Bullish, I guess. Kick in the ass. Look at it. Look at that 50 MA. Have you ever seen that? Well, it makes you want to go sledding. But this is rejected at strong supply. I wouldn't touch this. I would look for a drop. I mean, maybe it consolidates under and goes here. So you either want to do this, kick it here, kick it, or here off of these candles and then back up. It's fine. But, and also like this has the whole day to close, but this is not a candle you love. Would require a down candle after it. But I mean, this is all the resistance on the chart. It just slammed into. Kick this out of here. Kin, my dust bag that turned into something from 100 years ago. Toit. That's toit like a toy gun. I have brain pain. I'm going to make it though. I'm going to do this for you guys. Sometimes like if you feel terrible, you just do things to prove it. Like, I don't care if I feel bad. I'm just going to fucking do it. I'm not a wuss. I'm definitely the dude who like has like 107 fever and is like, I'm fine. I'll take the kids to school. I'm going to make it. Like broken arm dangling. And I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to play tennis today. Refuse to admit I'm sick ever. It's bad. So this is right at support, man. Savage sell-off. But like that's what you get when you get a FOMO kick, you know? You reality hits. Strikes. I got nothing on this, man. I think it's fine above this area-ish, this whole area. Dumb chart. It's really hard. This I said to you guys in the newsletter today, those of you who got the newsletter, I was like, these are going to be some weird charts today. The last time you want to make decisions about a trade is right on the day that Bitcoin moves because you get these strange, ugly wicks and bounces and stuff. And, you know, you want to wait till the dust settles. So, yeah, I should be clear about this. I'm not trading anything right now. You guys do what you want with this. I wouldn't buy any of this probably today unless it's like a perfect support tap on something I was really passionately looking to buy. But we have no clear information. This, I don't know, man. I give this an I don't know. It looks like it could be like these wicks. It's, I don't know. I would be perfectly fine if it holds this. If it loses it, you start looking at this area, maybe the 200 since you lost the 50. I guarantee that's a bear div. Yeah, clear as day. Clear as day, my friend. Find a top every time. Just look at the divs. Osama. Oh, man. Bunch of dumb charts, tell you that. Bunch of dumb, ugly, stupid charts. Did anyone see anything here that looks remotely interesting? I mean, this looks like a Head and Shoulders too. This looks toppy, honestly. But what do you really like? Massive volume came in to buy here. It's the biggest volume candle except for this one on the entire chart, I think. It is. Maybe one over here. This is the biggest volume candle we've seen. That's a lot of buying interest. So I would say, look, want this whole area to hold, right? There's your support. Above that, you look pretty good. Because look at the reaction to it and the wicks down there. But you got a lot of resistance ahead. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe something like that. I don't know. I'm forcing it. Honestly, these charts are dumb. Can't see anything. Gotta wait. But that is holding this kind of support and has a lot of volume. So I could see doing worse. Somebody bought a lot. Somebody bought a lot. But I don't see any reason to enter other than that. I don't think someone really wanted Louisiana Pacific Corporation. LPX, probably some crypto I don't know about and couldn't find a chart for. But there you go. You're in price discovery. Looks great. Cool. Buy that probably. Retest of that. $48. If it drops, buy it. Luna looks like trash. Lost the range. Almost retested as resistance. 50 MA is coming down on the 4 hour. Lost the 200 MA. I mean, there's a lot of support here. That's the good news. Ish. This area. I don't know. That's not good. Here-ish. Just call it that to be easy. But yeah, this lost all of its support. Doesn't mean it can't go right back up, but there's no reason to buy this at all. It's pretty bad. I mean, that's savage. But of course, the coins that ran the hardest are going to drop the most. Duh. Here, yeah, somewhere in here. I don't know if it drops to the 50 and you buy it at $13. Seems good. Otherwise, keep it zoomed out on the daily. Here's your support. That's demand because this is where price stopped. Lose that. Don't want to think about it. Lua, Lua. Oh, honey. That's it. Same thing. I mean, Luna, Lua, whatever. Lost, losing support, retesting it as resistance. But it is holding the 50. This is trapped between support and resistance, so I don't really know. He did have this bullish cross, but that's because of this. I don't know. If you drew a range, you'd be losing the range lows because you'd range it from here to here. You would pull it there if it makes you feel a little better. I don't know. If this closes above that and makes this nice long wick, I would consider it. But it's knife catching. This is definitely a breakdown of support. Retest as resistance. I don't know what alts are going to do, man. I honestly, I hate to even do this today because I'm going to be wrong. I have no idea. Nobody can know. It's not even a good line anymore. MATIC had some huge news today. Polygon. They did a partnership with an actual real company, which never happens so much in crypto. Can't remember exactly who it was or the nature of it, but it was news that I flippantly retweeted, I think. I can't remember. This is your support. This is your resistance. Let's see if we can get more conservative and pull it to here. Buy it if it breaks this. And much like those, on a very local level, you would have drawn a range from here to here, and it's doing the same thing as Lua just was. I'd be looking for it to come here, maybe get rejected here, buy it here, or safe to buy it over that line break. Right, you're going to need yoga or meditation or something to want to be involved in this coin right now. Another one breaking support and retesting as resistance. Maybe they're all going to just have this little deviation and come back above, but they're all kind of breaking support. They weren't at the beginning. The A coins looked like they were above the 50 MA, weren't they? This doesn't even have a 50 MA yet on the daily. I would want to be back above that line. Listen, if you're looking at it on the daily and you close above that line, this could bottom and head up. 4 hour looks a little less desirable, but nice to zoom out because this could be reversing on these candles. I would say you want to be above this. So if you're an aggressive bear, this is where you short, right? The retest, come down. If you're a bull, you wait for it to come up and then you short a retest. I realize I've not looked at the comments once, so I'm going to come over here for 1 second. Just people saying coin names. See, this person's crypto girl, she's really nice. So I'm just going to let you look at her comment there. Wow, you guys are just really asking for things as if I really do, though. I have to respect your guys' persistence when you keep just asking for things when not at one point have I even visited the comments to even give you an indication that I might take a request. Your dedication is impressive. But I'm not going to take your request. Like literally under no circumstances. I got brain pain. Yet another one. I have no idea, guys, but this is a terrible candle. That's a potentially bad candle, and that's being followed up by a worse candle. I wouldn't touch this with. I was going to make a really crude comment and then realize my mom might be watching again. Hi, Mom. Nope. Maybe it'll be fine, but that's a pausing candle showing indecision, and this is a savage increase of volume and sell off, huge wick up. Find something better to do with your time than buy that POS. I'm sure it'll go up. Don't worry. By the way, I'm generally bullish on alts. They just don't look good today. It has a bear div. Don't even need a huge bear div. Man, no joke. Even I was like jokingly saying, hey, just, throw a dart and pick an alt. I said that yesterday. I guess that was a sort of a top signal because I hadn't looked to see that everything has a bear div on the daily chart and is overbought. So yeah, we're going to retrace some. Laser eyes, bro. Laser eyes to 100K. Usually means laser eyes to like 40K. I'm not saying we're going to 40K, but like, come on, let's be real. Laser eyes are like the ultimate top signal. I think they're funny. Like when the group starts to get overly bullish, maybe it's time to take a little bit off the table. I don't know, man. It's kind of all right. Sorry, I gotta look at something here. Maybe buy it here. This is the same kind of ugly candle. I don't know. There's your sort of an ascending wedge now. I don't know, man. Where's Bitcoin? 55,772. Fucking dumping, huh? Yeah. It's not that bad. I don't know. Bear div right into now what's resistance. That same ugly candle, increasing volume on the selling. I don't know, man. Not feeling too great about the market short term here. That looks kind of crappy. I wouldn't touch this unless it's above here. Now. Yeah, wouldn't do it. So, PMON, Pokemon's awesome. I love it. They did a partnership with Elrond, which everybody knows. I'm like a major Elrond homer. And I've actually been opening Pokemon packs like a teenager because it's fun, but there's nothing to see on this chart. Sorry. It's a ridiculous chart. I can't chart it. I'm very bullish on it. It's holding the 50. That's a reversal candle. This looks nice. Looks decent, but there's nothing to see here. Look at that chart. It's stupid. Orn. Looks like a head and shoulders happening, potentially. These Bitcoin pair charts look like straight ass crack. Everything you want. Full Metal Jacket. It's a great movie. What is your major malfunction, Private Pile? Love that dude. Yeah, this will be a head and shoulders if it breaks down that. I don't know, I'd say break this line. You consider it. Otherwise, start looking for lower entries down here. Maybe in here, down here. But that's ugly. It's ugly. I don't know. Doesn't look good. Sorry. Somebody told me I should start at the back, like do the later charts first so that I give them more attention, but there's no reason to give any of these attention right now. They look like steaming buttholes. And I'm not saying they're all going to drop or be bad. I'm just saying, like, why are we even trading right now? There's no reason. No reason. Market's bad today. Market's bad today. If you're like an investor, buy some dips, have at it, bro. But if you're trying to trade these charts with these candles and everything, radium, USD. Does my hair look good? Does it look cool? Oh, yeah, that helps shield my eyes from these bright lights. Losing the 50, I bet it doesn't even have a 50 MA yet. It's losing support. Like this is one of those, hey, bull pennant that could become a bull flag, right? But it's definitely losing support here. Don't like it. It's below all kinds of resistance now and having trouble getting above it. Support, break, resistance, don't like it. You're down with RLC. Yeah, you know me. Got these charts. You have any idea? That chart of this years ago, it would appear. That's pretty cool. Not the worst thing I've seen, but definitely getting rejected at range high, I would say. Call this your range, something like this. Maybe that. Yeah, look at the EQ, see? See all that action? Perfect touches. Yeah, that's a pretty strong rejection. 2 bearish SFPs above this. I would say if you can, buy it down here at the EQ on a test, and if you really get lucky, down here at the bottom. Or more importantly, if it closes above here, buy this. That's the entry that you want. So you're not catching a knife. And then you're coming up to here. And then you're coming up to here. Those are your targets. And then ultimately all the way up top. But you got to get out of this range first. Hey, RSR is retesting the range that kind of isn't even a range anymore. I don't know, man. Broke support. Retested as resistance. Should be heading further down. Buy it if it breaks that. This actually hasn't changed even a stitch since I looked at it last. Break down, retest as resistance, should be heading down to at least this area. Probably this area. You'll know that that's not happening if it breaks this line. Thorchain. This was a newsletter trade and it just went up, but I'd still be looking for a retest of the range highs. But this does, more than other things, look like it's sort of flagging a little bit or something. So if you want an entry, break of that or down here. That's what I would say. Yeah. Break of that, head up or buy it down here. Looks bullish. Sake. Is it sake or is it sake? Is it sake or sake? Yet again, I mean, this looks like I don't know. These wicks. A lot of selling. All I can tell you is that every time it gets to this area, it gets sold off. I have literally no idea on this chart. Not a clue. I would say that is your thing because look, 1, 2 clean, 3 clean rejections, and now it's above. So if you can hold that line, maybe you're heading back up. Beat the ETH. Sure. Why not? Looks decent. Have at it. Stops down here below the 50 and below this line. And if you're back in here, I'd put your stops like down here. That's what I'd do. STMX. Holy shit. Look at that rocket. A lot of buying today. To savage candle, but at least just this one more than others seems to be showing a lot of buying interest. Again, though, what are you going to do with this chart? Like what? Spent a lot of time looking at trashy charts today. Something like that. I don't know. I haven't put in the newsletter. I was like, hey guys, all the charts are going to look kind of weird today. Didn't stop us, did it? Definitely want to see it hold that. Otherwise, you have this weird ascending, broadening, mega phony pattern. Technically an ascending, broadening wedge. Yet again, I have no fucking idea. You just can't chart coins on the days like this. I would say that's your support. Another one here. Whatever. Totally drawing arbitrary lines. Hope you're enjoying yourself today. And here is clear. I'd want to be above that, really. Cool. Sushi looks like it's breaking the range. You want to see that close above, otherwise put bids down here. Simple. But you don't want to see it close below that range like it is now. You want to see it tuck up back here above like 2502-ish. So look for a close above that. Otherwise, this might be heading down to this area, between 17 and 20. Doesn't look that bad, but it is definitely testing support here hard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth candle might break through. Daily too. Yeah, I wouldn't want to close below this. You want to see that below, close above, and then you have a bullish SFP. So I would not touch this until I see if that closes above. Ooh, Sharknado. Last week I was like, what the fuck is Tornado Cash? Apparently it's actually a coin. They weren't kidding. I like those fans that are called Vornadoes. Those are cool. I don't know, man. This chart, it's gone nothing but down. There's your short answer is nothing but down. It's your short answer. Down only. Seems like that's kind of what it's doing. So you want to break above that. It's holding the 50, rejected at the 200, which is above the 50. Maybe the 50 will cross it up and you'll get excited. If it doesn't, if you can't get it here, I would look to kind of buy it in here. Especially if that came down like to here and tested the EQ of this channel and that. Kind of cool. Don't see any reason to buy it right now. I want to break above that or buy it down here. This is no man's land. Fucking chart, yeah. It's not the right chart, is it? I mean, I posted this in the newsletter. This is the weekly, so it's not failed yet. But I said, hey, you want to that kind of broke above, so a retest of this would be really nice. So right now it looks like an ugly retest, but maybe on the daily. I don't know, man. It's so hard to get excited about TRX right now for me on a Wednesday. Bet you guys are yapping it up over there saying things about my face and coins you like. I don't know. TRX seems to just have had its run, right? But it might be at kind of this whole area is support now. You could take a shot at it. I'd rather see the weekly close above like 212 and make this a retest and then consider it. Like I said, it's a weekly chart, so you got to wait. Can't get excited about that yet. But this did technically barely break above. But you could view this as a rejection. You want to be closing candles well above this line. That's all I can give you at this point. Otherwise, see you at 29 sats. Just kidding. It's not going that deep. Or is it? You ever talk to yourself for like 75 minutes straight? Me either. I feel like I need like a color commentator. In it alone, man. I'm in it alone. This is a porty, like around 176-ish maybe. I don't know. Nice move here, though. Decent volume. Just kind of getting rejected at this line for right now. I want to see a close above. All these charts are dumb. Charts are dumb. Yeah, we could keep it here, but I like to readjust a little bit. Sitting on support, like many things. Don't want to be below that. 1008. Otherwise, start looking down here, 847. Doesn't look great, but it is holding support for the moment with a bunch of wicks below. Man, if you like buying support on falling knives, you've got some opportunities here. Could be a hero just to use a tight stop. Still break this line. That's what you trade it. WAXP. That's a real thing. WAXP. Sounds like a rapper's name or DJ name. WAXP. On the ones and twos. WAXP. That's how I sound when I scratch, actually. P. I don't know, man. Look at these are epic dumps. Dump. Rejection huge. Dump below resistance. I don't know. I hate it. I hate it. Probably go way up then, but I hate it here. It's below everything. And look at that. Somebody sold that so hard. They're selling it so hard. Volume's increased on the selling. It's getting rejected here even when people try to buy. WAXP not winning a DJ competition today. Walton Coin. First time I've heard of this in years. It's even got EMAs on the chart. That's all it is. Nice rounding vibes here. You gotta love that it broke back above this here on the weekly. Anything above 265 looks pretty good. Definitely has an ascending wedgie vibe probably going on. Ascending wedgie. New thing you do to abuse kids at school. Give them an ascending wedgie. It's bad. That right there is bad. Massive bearish SFPs. You got to close above this line before considering this or buy it lower. Not bullish until you close above this, then you can think about it. Otherwise, hard pass. XVG, I guess they canceled Pornhub. No more amateur midgets for you guys. For mom, if you're watching, a site called Pornhub very famously takes XVG as payment. It was literally international news. That's why I know. No, man. Yet again, another dumpy coin. I'd buy it here. I'd put bids at 62 sats and try to catch it. I mean, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not even buying this, but I would have said you had this like sort of this thing going on. It's breaking that, right? This was an ascending channel of sorts. Sure. Should we take money on whether there was a bear div to predict this? I'm not saying there was this time. Probably not because it's so steep. Nope. That's cool. I don't know. This is a savage sell-off though, guys. Reversal, potential reversal candle, follow through, ugly. I wouldn't touch it. It might be fine, but why? Where are you gonna? How are you gonna determine? Hey, this is gonna stop right here, right here. Wouldn't touch it. Just like Pornhub. Just like Pornhub, I would not touch it. Nobody's watching that. You guys are watching that. Zill. Licka. I got an idea. It's a bad idea. Kind of a good idea if you extend it to here. All right, that's all right. Pretty clean rejection there. See if we can get rid of that. Down, up, down, up. Try to catch it here, but right now it just looks bad. There's no reason to trade. I'm not saying you should like sell off your alts. You shouldn't, but there's no reason to like be trading. Just wait and see what happens. Maybe buy the EQ of this channel. It's been a lot of support right through here. Did it. Got through them. Got through them. Wow, you guys are still asking for stuff. Love it. It was 106. It was about 165 charts, right, Eric? Yeah, it was 100. I'm gonna put my hat like this to end the stream. A lot of hearts. No idea what you're talking about. Don't care. Already looked. Definitely not. Already looked at it. Pay attention. Didn't look at it. Already posted it in the newsletter today. Not looking at it. Already looked at it. Pay attention. You guys are not paying attention. My mom might be watching 5 minutes later, steaming buttholes. I say steaming buttholes in front of buttholes steam. Yeah, you guys are just talking about, oh, I want this so clean. Okay, that's weird. I looked at ADA. All the cards, all the coins I looked at are in the description. They're in alphabetical order. Guys, my brain is killing me. Remember, guys, check out Cosmos, please. They're so awesome for this sponsorship, and what they're doing is really mind-blowing. All the information is there. Their logo is right there, and their information is in the description. So please, please do check them out. I usually have a lot more personality than this, but now I'm going to go lay in a dark room and listen to the audiobook of Sapiens. That's what I was doing yesterday. Pretty sweet. I will make a video tomorrow, probably be live again on Friday. I'm hoping that's my second vaccine. Can you put up another pic of the wall above your left shoulder? This is left. It's all my old album covers from the projects that I did. That's what that did. I already talked about ADA, and I think it already peaked personally. Don't care. Whatever. You guys, you're great. I really like you. I really like you. Put them out.
Let's go.